Yeah, go and laugh. I know, I look stupid. So I don't have a shirt on, and I'm in a coat. Don't have chest hair, so you can tell I'm not a man yet. And I got big boobies. And yeah, that was a little inappropriate, but yeah. So that's my outfit for today. But you won't get to see a lot of that since I don't think you're gonna want to. I mean, are you getting blinded yet? Are you blind? You probably can't even see me, so. Anyways, today we are doing a Goblin Monday synopsis reading, I guess you could say. Or, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna go over the Goblin Monday news yeah. Goblin Monday is the second book in Goosebumps, House of Shivers, that has been announced. The first book, it's got a cover art, but I've already talked about it in my previous, episode. I don't know what that was I think it was Before Sale of the Basement Review, which came out, a few days ago. But, yeah, we're gonna read the synopsis and give my thoughts on the book and my ideas and theories. So here it is, guys. Here is the, wiki page for Goblin Monday. So, Goblin Monday is gonna be, obviously, I mean, no, very, very rarely, on a rare occasion, we have actually ever seen. Like, the only time we've ever got a book written by R.L. Stine was Folk in the Dead House. Like, I know it's crazy, guys, but R.L. Stine's actually writing this book. Wow. Anyways, it's pretty much the normal stuff. It's gonna be a paperback, but it's gonna release March 5th, 2024, which, if you had no idea, 2024 is next year. I know, crazy. And, this is House of Shivers book, so it ain't like some sort of special edition where it doesn't exactly go with a series, kind of like Slappy Beware, but also comes out alongside a series. Not one of those. Well, they might do one for this series. Well, it's gonna be the second book in the series, and of course, it's a follow-up, well, the next book to Scariest Book Ever, which I'm hoping it is the scariest book ever, which probably won't, but you'll never know. Maybe Stein will actually do it. So, the blurb is really interesting. Mario. Yeah, I know, his name is fucking Mario. Mario Galagos is joining his best friends Todd and Jewel on their annual holiday to visit the snowy Vermont. Jesus Christ. Everything looks picture perfect at first, but then Mario finds a small statue of a strange, ugly creature in the garden and brings it inside. Little does he know this some creature is actually a real live goblin. By bringing it inside, Mario is just there to work with all his hideous goblin friends. So, what does this mean? Well, basically, the idea is, by taking the statue inside, the goblins got really angry at this kid. It's also really snowy. So there might be some, it's kind of giving me Judy and the Beast vibes. That's what I'm thinking here, guys. It's reminding me of Judy and the Beast, probably because of the snow, and also because there's, like, some sort of demon. But, honest, demon? What the fuck? No, Beast, sorry. But, seriously, this book does, seem pretty unique. Pretty cool. I've never seen a Goblin Goosebumps book. Not in a long time. Not from what I recall. I think Cronby with a leprechaun is the only thing similar to a goblin we've ever gotten in Goosebumps. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I'm probably really wrong. Probably just forgetting something. Well, there are lawn gnomes, but that's the second closest thing. Cronby is an actual living thing instead of just being static for half its lifetime. But, yeah, I find this really interesting. So, personally, my theories, well, I have quite a few of them, and we'll get to that in a second. So, my theories about this book, and ideas, and concepts, and whatever. Let's start with, my theories. So, theory number 1, the goblins are gonna, the plot of the book is basically the goblins are just gonna be trying to get into the house to get to the kid, to get their goblin back. Why would they want their goblin? Well, that will be the second theory, which we'll get to in a minute. But, I don't think they're gonna be in the house much of the book, because I feel like that should be saved for later, but if they are in the house for most of the book, or whatever he is in Vermont, wherever he is in at. I feel like the goblins are just gonna cause chaos outside, trying to get in, trying to get him to get the gnome back, like cause it. No, sorry, goblin, and they're like gonna destroy shit. Maybe I don't know, slash the tires, or well, I don't know, maybe break a hole through the roof by chopping down a tree. That sounds like something that should do, since this is a scarier series. That's what this series is trying to be. I mean, literally, the first book is called Scariest Book Ever, which it probably won't be, but we'll see. I have hope for it, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know if it's time to pull it off. But yeah, I feel like that's probably gonna be what the book's gonna be mostly about, is the goblin trying to get inside, get their goblin back. Fury number 2, the goblin that he stole, which is a statue, is not wanting to come back out. And another theory that adds on to that is he's the leader of the goblins. Because very obviously, the goblin is going to come to life, the stone goblin, because he finds out it's a real life goblin. It says in the bio, description, whatever, the blurb. So, how does he find out if it's a real life goblin unless it, comes to life? It comes to life magically, like overnight. So over some like spell or something. It wears off magically, and just coincidentally, when he brings it inside, the timer just runs out. Like, I'm on health now. Literally 2 seconds ago, you were outside, dude. Anyways, I have a feeling the goblin's not gonna want to go back because something's, maybe he doesn't like the goblins anymore. Because obviously something's keeping him from going out if the goblin's gonna be alive, or he just turns back to stone. Who knows? Or he's, for all you know, he's probably locked up somewhere. The kid, you never know. The kid, something's keeping the goblin coming out, so it's either the goblin doesn't want to leave, or the goblin's locked up, or the goblin turned back to stone. Third theory, which I already said, the goblin is probably the leader, which should explain, it's probably the most likely out of the three to happen, is the goblin being the leader. Because why else would they want the goblin? Or at least that's some importance in the goblin community. Like, it's the Discord moderator of their community. Let's just say that. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically all the theories I have for the book, because that's all with the little blurb that we got, I have a feeling that it's just gonna be a big war, basically. Goblins are gonna cause a lot of chaos. And the big man himself, the goblin that's trapped inside the house, probably is trying to either find a way out, maybe he's trapped, lost. It depends on how big the house is. Like, is it a resort? Is it literally a hotel room? I don't know where, because I didn't get I might have to reread the blurb. Might have been for more explanation, because I don't know what the house is. Is it like a cabin? If it's snowy, it might be a cabin. Is it a mansion, like Judy and the Beast style? Either way, there's gotta be something. But yeah, that's it for theories. Honestly, though, what do I think of this book so far? From just hearing it, the idea of a goblin book, a Goosebumps goblin book, like almost for the first time ever, or at least the first time in a long time. Even slightly goblin related, like Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, or Deep in the Jungle of Doom with Cronby the Leprechaun. A little spoilers, yeah, they're in the book, but yeah. From what I recall, that's like the only times a goblin has appeared, or a goblin-like creature. Gnomes and leprechauns. So, finally getting a goblin book is rather interesting. I might be stupid, though. We might have gotten a goblin book before. We probably did, like, maybe Series 2000, I missed it, or something. But I know for a fact that we haven't gotten a book that has been straight up just about goblins. Purely. Like Goblins, it's probably appeared in, like, a Give Yourself book, probably somewhere. Because, Give Yourself books are chaotic, crazy, and a lot of shit going on in them. Like, wouldn't be surprised if even the ones with least suspecting for a goblin to appear would happen. What's example? For ones I have not read, Beastly Babysitter, just example. But, yeah. Honestly, I'm very excited for this book. I'm excited to see a goblin book for the first time ever. In a long, like, at least for what I know. I've never seen a goblin appear in Goosebumps once yet. Or anything super duper close to goblin besides a leprechaun or a lawn gnome. No, whatever. But yeah, very exciting. Excited to see the cover art. That'll really sell me on the book. I'm excited to see what the goblins look like. I'm expecting kind of look like the masks, the haunted mask a bit. Just like how the bats on the first book kind of look like the haunted mask, because they really do, honestly. They really scream haunted mask for something like that. It's not the haunted no, it's not, but really did look like it. Expecting something like that, though. Like, oh, you know, creepy. Creepy as shit. But, yeah, I'm very excited to see what this book is, gonna be truly about, besides goblins and shit. What is the big deal with the goblins? Why was the goblin turned to stone, which is something I really don't know. There's probably some fictional lore, fantasy stuff that I don't know about, because I'm not familiar with most fairy tales, so there's probably something I'm missing. Most of you probably have figured it out, why it's turned to stone. Probably because it's like some curse, but yeah, that's basically it, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.